A fair COP28? Are you pleased or indifferent about COP28? Tense negotiations, we're told, ended in a final agreement that nudged the dial slightly. Never have so many gathered with so much at stake to achieve so little. Yes, COP28 agreed not to the phase out of fossil fuels, but a softer requirement for transitioning away from fossil fuels in a just, orderly and equitable manner. There's many a loophole for the fossil fuel nations to walk through there. And 2050 seems a long way off, and technology is improving all the time. And yes, that's true, and the impact will be more on our children and grandchildren if we ignore the pleas of the already hit small island nations. It does feel hopeless. At Holy Trinity, we've explored connecting to the Council's waste from energy heating system, placing solar panels on our south-facing church roof, and the latest idea, a ground source heat pump. Each is announced as not financially worthwhile. Yet I know God has mandated us to care for his creation. Genesis chapter 1 verse 28 says, God blessed them, that's Adam and Eve, and said to them, be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky and over every living creature that moves on the ground. God's mandate is repeated in chapter 2 verse 15. The Lord took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and take care of it. Sin made the fulfilment harder, but the mandate is not rescinded. The Church of England realises this in its 5th mark of mission, to strive to safeguard the integrity of creation and sustain and renew the life of the earth. God's mandate remains. So what can we do? It might be we're looking in the wrong direction. At my last church, a great analyst worked out this picture behind me of the church's carbon footprint. The church building is the small one, 17 tonnes CO2 equivalent per year. The congregation's combined footprint was estimated at 3,500 tonnes. The big footprint, that's a fair cop. So we need to look at ourselves first. A 10% reduction of all our carbon footprint is better for the planet than 10% of the churches. That could be our transition away from fossil fuels and fulfil God's mandate to care for creation.